Okay. Good morning, everyone. I'm doing stuff. Hi. Don't know who I am. I'm Grayson. What we're doing right now. Filling out some information stuff. Look at that. A whole thing there. I was like, put on the music. Um. Alright. I don't know if any of the streams actually started properly. I suppose I could check. That one looks like it's doing well. Where's this one doing? Is this one online? Did I forget to turn it on? It looks like it's on. Oh, no, it looks like it's on. Maybe. Should be on.
A few moments later.
Oh, hey there. I'm not sure who did that, but hi. Is it too big? She said something or other. Hello, cooler imp. Art. We're doing art. How did the music stop? Did I stop the music? No, YouTube did. Yep, that's about right. That sounds about right. Hope you're having a good day. What were you up to today? I slept. Well, we slept. I wasn't awake until earlier today. Someone was like, hey, oh, could you get us to actually get to the stream on time? And I was like, I can do that. Really, whatever fucking... Really? Why are you having problems? Not YouTube deciding to crash because they're angry at me. Wow, YouTube really did decide to crash. That's amazing. Sorry about the lack of music. I'm fixing it. Hey, Cooler Imp. Hey, Rachel. How are you doing? Hi. Bruh. Is everything deciding to just crash? Is YouTube going down? Something, something, sandwich, something, something. I don't know. I don't know too much about TF2. I do know there's a character named Scout, and he hits people with a baseball bat. That's what I know. And he goes boink or something like that. House has to make off. House has to. House has to make off. House has to make off. Oh, I'm sorry, Cooler, about the ads. The Not much I can do about those. Looks like we need to close that, and we need to restart Firefox because it's angry right now. I said Firefox, but I meant Chrome. I meant Chrome, and I'm a dumbass. Anyways, yeah, no, that probably crashed because of that. Okay. Sorry, I have to reopen all of my chat things. A visitor is here. Hello. Loliet? A detective, hey! This girl is a spy. This girl's not a girl, so yeah, definitely a spy. Red Bull gives you wings. Do I have Red Bull here? I feel like I do. I had Red Bull at one point in time. I'm curious what the house has to make off has to do with the visitors here. Wait, that's also a game reference, isn't it? Possibly. Probably. You're wondering what I'm doing art at some point in time when my browser stops crashing. Okay. Need to open the YouTube one. Need to get the music going again, and hopefully it doesn't crash this time. Or did you? Maybe somebody took it. Maybe I need to go kick their ass. Alright. Someone's making fun of me because I was enthused about the concept of a detective actually being here. Can you imagine? I'm a dumbass. Okay, I guess Emma's gonna sing and I'm gonna draw. That's what's happening here. If you can't handle it, neither can I. So we're in the same boat. Thank you for the Breakfast Club check-in. What's funny is this channel originally started as an art channel. That's what we've always done is art, and we've been playing so many video games because we've been unwell and such, but we really need to just focus on the actual commissions we have because those are the only things that actually get us any money. And that's more important than anything else, because the folks who support us on that level are the best. Imagine me forming near to where the art is located in this fucking brain and just magically being able to draw one day. And also being in the body of a old person who is disabled, because why not? That just adds to the drama, doesn't it? I like that song. I'll put... No. Where are you? Back. Why does that not work? But I'm gonna listen to it too. You stream on Twitch too? Indeed I do. Tell me to hydrate. Drink water. Thank you. Your fish drowned. Good. How? Wait, I guess I can. That would be on you for not changing its water, because, like, it needs oxygen in its water. You don't change the water. It drowns, I guess, because, yeah, the oxygen they breathe, so to speak. I've solved the crime. I've solved the crime of what the fuck happened to your fish. It seems like a homicide. You probably should consult a lawyer instead of talking to a cop. Okay. How about... No, I haven't watched it. Sorry about that, Maverick. We did watch up to season 2. We've been really unwell and mostly sleeping when we're not streaming. And for people who know that our streaming schedule is literally 11 hours on and the rest of the time off, yeah, that's the reason why. But we do want to watch it, so please no spoilers, because we'll be very sad. Fish don't breathe water. No, they breathe the oxygen in the water, so if you don't change the water, they can't do that. Well, they breathe from the water. Like, you know, like the inside of your lungs is like damp, right? Literally helps transfer that oxygen that's in the air into your bloodstream. A kid told you that and you believe it? I mean, it's best to look things up when you're just randomly told things especially from kids, but as long as there's no harm. I just realized that's what that line was. Ha ha ha. O2H doesn't work. That wouldn't happen, but that's okay. I feel like that's just backwards. Yeah, but there's a reason why it's H2O. Because it's about how it's attached. Can you imagine? Basically, what you'd be doing is making an uneven version of, like, some sort of, like, hydroxy type thing, like, because you'd have an open, oxygen on the other side, which wouldn't work. It would want to wrap around, but if you could somehow, like, I don't know, bond the ever-living shit of the two oxygens to each other, and then somehow rip one of them away for the hydrogen and make an uneven molecule, it'd never work. I mean, it'd just be unstable. No, they don't die by breathing oxygen, they die when their gills dry out. So, actually, for a short period of time, the reason why a fisherman can pull a fish out of the water and it not die immediately because it's out of the water is that its gills are still wet. It's still holding water there, and because the water is there, the oxygen in the air is still transferring into those gills. So long as you can keep their gills wet, you can actually have a fish be out of water. It would be uncomfortable for them, but they'd still live. 4H, Ag3, so 4 hydrogens, 3 silvers, and 2 HO? I don't know what that is. That's interesting. I have a cursory knowledge of organic chemistry, but, like, not a lot. Marley told you that. Well, actually, fish get really high from breathing too much oxygen because the percentage of oxygen that's in water, even really cold water, is not nearly as high as it is in the air. So fish comes out and they start getting really high. So, like, not only are they out of water, their body's weight is actually, like, making them uncomfortable. They're flopping around, it's way too bright, and they're getting high as hell from way too much oxygen being in the air. It's gonna be a goddamn surreal experience being a fish, if you think about it. Really high? God, I wish I was a fish. Well, I mean, if you look up, what is it? I think it's called oxygen toxicity. Like, from when somebody has been, they're, like, say their O2 mix is wrong, they get too much oxygen. Yeah. We don't even function well when we have too much oxygen in us. It is a thing that you can do, like, you can be, if you've ever seen, like, a video or a show where somebody's, like, hyperventilating, like, they're breathing super fast. By the way, don't fucking do this. To get more oxygen into their lungs. But as a note, it will give you a splitting headache, and you really don't want to do it. But it can save your life if you need to hold your breath for an extended period of time. So, life-saving technique. Don't do it unless you're actually, you know, in danger and you need to, like, say, I don't know, your house is collapsed and there's water in front of you and they're like, you need to hold your breath for 30 seconds and you're like, I don't even think I can hold it for 10. Hyperventilation can temporarily increase the amount of oxygen that's in your lungs or in your bloodstream so that you can hold your breath for longer. But again, like I said, that will give you a splitting headache. When I say high, it's being spaced out and out of control, and then getting a splitting headache. It's not the same thing as, like, taking drugs to get high. As a note, don't do it. You won't like the results. It's a life-saving technique, not a cheap method to get high. You accidentally brought back colonization. That's amazing. Where? I mean, I guess you could do that in a video game fairly easily, because, like, that could happen in a lot of video games. You already have one? Yeah, that'll make it worse. Just as a note. Pro tip, it will make it worse. If you've already got a headache going. You colonized 5 Pebbles. I mean, on a certain level, I want to say he deserves it, but on another level, he's an abandoned kid living in a tin box, trying to solve a problem that the adults probably solved on their own, and he never got the update, or he did, and he just ignored it. Like, that guy's fucked up for all sorts of reasons, and I would say that if 5 Pebbles could build himself a weapon of mass destruction and locate the ancients in their ascended form and kick their ass, I wouldn't stand in his way. Because somebody needs to kick their ass for what they did to those poor AIs. Like, I got empathy for that entire situation. Oh, Nightbot! Holy shit! Sorry about Nightbot. Well, I mean, he's like a kid. I mean, think about it. Like, I mean, he's full of himself. He's, you know, he knows he's smart. He knows he thinks he's smarter than the adults around him. I mean, yes, we play a stupid rat in the game. That's beside the point. Like, his attitude from, like, some of the pearls that Nyx was watching, like, his attitude is more like he's sort of like a petulant toddler that everybody's giving way too much leeway to, which is part of the reason I think why he hurt Moon and why he did so much damage. Well, you know, he still had control, but a lot of that plays into the fact that he couldn't know better. Because it's not like he was raised to know better. The thing is, he wasn't raised, right? Like, he was just handed a problem from a bunch of egotistical bastards and told, solve our issues for us, kid. And he wasn't shown any love. He wasn't given any guidance. He wasn't... Like, he was abandoned. And first, like, he was neglected, right? Like, it's not like he had his emotions dealt with, and because, like, he was obviously built a little bit later in the cycle, he didn't get as much interaction as, like, the other iterators did, right? He didn't get as much, he didn't get as much human contact, which means he spent a lot more time alone and in terms of his lifespan, he spent a lot more time alone and a lot more time, you know, stewing. Whereas with, like, Moon and stuff, Moon's one of the oldest iterators, if I can recall correctly. So if Moon's one of the eldest, and she was basically parentified, like, she too was also abandoned, but she'd spent a lot more time with humans. She spent a lot more time with other iterators and interacting with them and being, like, maturing with them. So while she was cut off, she was more mature than he was. She had more time to think about things in terms of whether any of what they were doing mattered. Whereas when, you know, what's his name? 5 Pebbles didn't have that opportunity to interact with humanity much. He didn't have much time to learn his place in the world. He just, you know, has been struggling alone, and through his own... I don't think he meant to hurt Moon as much as he did end up hurting her. Like, it's one of those things where a kid who doesn't know his own strength hauls off and punches one of their friends, like, as hard as they can, and their friend reacts and they lose their friend forever, and sort of thing, right? Where they didn't consider the nature of their consequences, and the consequence, instead of it being just a matter of, you know, having adults intervene and be like, okay, we're gonna apologize, or hell, even stop him before he hits his friend. Nobody was there to stop him from hurting Moon. No one was there to be like, yeah, I understand. You think you need more processing power and that she's taking away some of your ability to cool your systems. So you're going to, like, open the floodgates and absolutely decimate her structure so that she can't interfere with your experiments anymore by literally being a drain on your resources. But at the end of the day, if there had been a human there, if there had been any kind of intervention there, if he had been raised right at all, you know, I don't think that would have happened. If there had been a human still alive when he did that to Moon, going, oh shit, I see what he's doing and I understand why he's doing it, and someone needs to talk this I want to say kid, but, like, you know, someone needs to talk this thing down, like, talk him down and be like, what you're doing is you're going to forfeit your ability to collaborate with an experienced iterator forever when you do this. You won't even be able to talk to her ever again, and when these systems start going down, you're going to be all alone. And I think that would even give him pause. I think he probably would have gone, shit, maybe I don't do that. Yeah, too bad he's brain dead, true. Hydrate now, thank you, Gyu. Gorilla Lovers, this is a cool model you have, never seen this one. Yeah, this is the setting that I use, so this is, hi, I'm Grayson. You're reviving Moon? You're gonna revive Moon? Yeah, well, the thing is, I feel like, what is it? The Rivulet campaign? Is literally Five Pebbles has actually reached a point of maturity while being by himself for as long as he was. I think that was him finally growing up and realizing that, you know, it doesn't matter what his task was. He literally sacrificed everything, including his only and best friendship, to solve a task for humans that left a long time ago. So him reviving her with the Rivulet campaign is sort of his redemption arc, I feel. But it doesn't solve his problem. It doesn't make him any less alone, because I don't even think that, even though Moon does recover her access to the communications array, I don't think that it actually put the two of them in contact with each other, because he's too rotted out. Like, he's not okay. Which is tragic, but I mean, all of Rain World kind of falls along those lines of being incredibly tragic. I really do want to play that Watcher campaign. We really want to play that. We want to play all the other ones first, especially the Saint one, because Nyx is really interested in the lore there. But that means that somebody has to beat, what is it called? Shit, no, not Artificer, Spearmaster. We gotta beat Spearmaster. We do know the story from Spearmaster, because, wisely, we have decided to spoil ourselves of most of the plot points so that we don't have to be disappointed on camera that we didn't get to experience it in-game. Remember to hydrate. Thank you, Blue Kitten. Blue Kitten? Blue Kitten, yeah. We were originally artists. I mean, like, we drew the model and whatnot too, right? It's really weird. I usually, like, for the longest time I haven't been streaming because, like, we've been sort of recovering from, you know, no one having any decency in the news. If only vigilantism was actually, like, a thing that happened in real life. I say that from my experience of the world that I'm from, as a note. Encouraging anybody to break any laws. Don't do that. That's not what I'm saying here. One of those things where you're like, you know, if, wondering why I'm doing this is I'm just literally tweaking the angles manually in order to give the impression that I want to give, which is sort of like a fisheye lens, which requires 1,000 small adjustments, but when it snaps, it's gonna be perfect. This is one of those things where spatial memory is, or spatial processing is both a really cool thing that I can do and also an annoying thing that I can do, because I'll look at it and I'll be like, okay, I just need to adjust this a little bit. And then I'm like, oh, wouldn't it look better if I did that a little bit? Then I'm like, oh, wouldn't it be better if I did that a little bit? Over and over and over and over and over again. Now that I'm kind of seeing what I want out of this, it's gonna be great. And again, emulating a fisheye lens thing by drawing it manually is highly don't recommend. Don't know why I bother doing things like that, but I like it. I like it, and when it's done, it's gonna look so good. I see people chatting. Give me 1 second to draw this line so that I can look at this again. Oh, that looks good. I love it. You see Licky-Don. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It's a right-on lick-a-tongue thing. You sound like one of the people in Afmao YouTube videos. Don't know what that is. Oh, you're a chimney. Don't get eaten by vultures. I have been watching this campaign that that Nyx has been doing compulsively. Good lord, I've never seen anybody play that much of a fucking video game just because they're feeling, like, unwell. Like, as though punishing a small, I want to say rodent, but it's a cat slug thing, like, it will make her feel better. I don't get it. But god, she's played so much of that game recently. People are gonna think that we're, like, exclusively a Rain World streamer when, you know, we are supposed to be variety streamers. Oh, am I satisfied with this shit? Close. Perfect. I love it. What am I making? It doesn't make any visual sense right now, but it's... So, sorry, someone's just like, show them the other angle. So this is... what's this one called? This one's called Skyfish Sketches, so it's the other Skyfish. This. Gotta give it a second to open. So, we have our, the Bobs, which is the name of the person who's in it. So we have that, and then we have them fishing up here in the sky. And then we have this angle, so let me put the Bobs back in here. Sorry. It's hiding. I don't know where the original sketch is in here. It's in here somewhere. Oh, I guess we could just turn on the entire layer, right? So, there's that part, and then there's this part where it's actually like the fishing lines here. So it's exactly the same sort of structure, but it's from a different angle. Let's see. But it's getting there. It's getting there. I'm being internally mocked because I just saw the angle that the original sketch was drawn at that I corrected a while ago, and now I'm sitting here going, I could change it more, and everyone's like, no, it's fine, and I'm like, but I could change it more. I could change it more. Sorry, I've got a half a dozen people in my head screaming, no, it's good, and I'm like, but I could make it better. I'm working on the extra evil. Arian. Huh? I mean, are you? If you are, that's okay. If you're like, why do you have cat ears? Long-standing internal joke. So before we drew our, hello. The hell. Before we drew our, model, we were using, a different, VTuber thing. Okay, so, what was it called? I don't remember the name of it, but we were using a different VTuber program. So what we're using now is YouTube Studio. We're using it with our live 2D model, but we were actually using a different VTuber program that someone bought us on Steam that had a couple of like sample characters. You don't see the sample characters very often anymore. Let's see if I can find it because I want to say the name of it for people who might be interested in it. Someone says it's probably in this category. Face Rig. So Face Rig was like a program that a bunch of VTubers used to use, but then they got a little up in their britches and started charging an incredible amount of money just to use the program, and a lot of people just dropped them like a fucking ton of bricks. The Face Rig had a whole bunch of like sample VTubers that you could use, so we all had different sample VTubers that we used for our character. Oh my god, that's so true.
But the line still doesn't look right.
Oh, Cooler Inf. If you're doing Rivulet, you cannot enter from that side, I don't think. You have to enter 5 pebbles from below. From the exterior. Sorry, Nyx is giving me words. You have to enter from the exterior from below, so through Shaded Citadel. Because there's no other way to enter the rot. You might be able to enter it like via going from chimney canopy to the wall to because you can when you go to where the wall is, you can drop down instead of entering. you basically go to the exterior from there and then enter. But yeah, you can't climb as far as they know. You can't climb it. You have to go from the bottom. Hey Willow, hi. Hello, everyday new stream, new court? I don't know what court means, but like, oh, sorry, Mr. Dane. Hey, Zero Drawing Life, what's up? I'm nobody, hi. I gotta know you, undead. Oh yeah, right, so face rig. Face rig, we were talking about face rig. Okay, face rig. Okay, so face rig has a bunch of default VTuber characters that you can use. And at one point in time, we were doing a multi-headmate challenge where everybody was like competing to get through a certain thing, and you know, if someone donated, we would switch and continue playing the game no matter how bad that situation might be. We might do that again at some point. So anyways, I got stuck playing, what the hell? Some random fucking Diablo-like, I don't know what it was called. I'm gonna get in trouble if I now say what it was. It's Torch something. I can't remember what it's called. Torchlight? Torchlight? It might be the name of it. Anyways, I was playing that game, and, I look cute in this? Cheers. Almost off topic. I am so off topic. Face rig. So, yeah, in face rig, one of the defaults is a black cat. So, because nobody else had picked the black cat, I picked the black cat. So, that was where the ears came from. It's a joke, because I literally was just using this model, no ears, for a long time, and then, yeah, anyways. Someone downloaded these ears for Halloween one year, and I liked them, because, you know, I was a black cat before, and then the next Halloween, I was streaming, and someone had this big floppy hat, and I was like, I don't like the big floppy hat, so I found the ears and put the ears back on, and I programmed the thing to, in the program, to put the ears on purpose, which then became an incredible meme of like, oh my god, why did you do that? And I'm like, because I picked the black cat like 5 years ago. Anyways, that's why. Nick says, just fall down the wall and try and enter from the other angle, because you're not going to be able to get up and above the rot, as far as she can tell. But I don't really remember what she did, I just know that she, like, exited and entered sort of through that area. You may be able to go from above if you can climb up the wall. But the route... Though apparently when you talk to Moon and Moon's like, hey yo, this is a map, that like your little pearl that you brought with you, this is a map. You should enter via the bottom, because that's where the pipe work is for the water, which you'll be able to travel through because you're a water cat. The reverse cat girl was just a female cat with no tail and human ears. Oh god! Oh god, that's terrible! I love it! Oh, apparently you can actually put human ears on a slug cat via people having no time to do stuff. Anyways, I think I like that. I think we can move forward from this, in theory. I am vaguely determined to possibly change it again. Someone's like, if you're gonna do that, do the sketch now. Okay, fine. I'll do the sketch now. I'll do the sketch now. This is why we're not getting anything done, right? This is why we're not getting anything done. That's why we're not getting anything done. Don't worry, this isn't drawing on any layers that matter. Just, trying to remind myself how I did this before. The idea was that, like, not Nyx, I'm Grayson. But cheers. Hairless cats are cute sometimes, or preferred cats. I mean, I don't know if I could tolerate, by tolerate, I do just mean, I think it would just, like, make me, like, go, ugh. A hairless cat, because I just, the concept of, like, I would be sleeping in bed and then I would feel, like, skin touch me. I think I would probably launch myself out of bed and possibly into orbit. I just... Because, like, you reach over, you touch something fuzzy, you're like, ah, it's a cat. You reach over, you touch something, and it's skin, and it's not shaped like a human. I'm pretty sure I would just register that as an eldritch horror, and, immediately just panic. Yep. Right tongue? Yeah. I can't remember which way it's named. It's either Licodon or Rhytongue, right? I'm not Nyx, I'm Grayson, but yes, you can ask a question, nobody. Your couch gets too fluff and you're lazy? Your couch gets too fluff and you're lazy. Okay, I didn't read the rest of that. I'm better than fluffy cats. My couch gets too much fluff, you're lazy. Oh, I understand, because, like, cat hair, right? I don't know, that was just my first thought, is like, you know, you reach over, you touch the cat, but like you would reach over and you touch skin. And yeah, again, it's probably trauma that I don't have processed or something like that, but I'm just sure that reaching over and touching skin that I'm not expecting would scare the crap out of me. And that's not to say that rotisserie chicken cats are not lovely creatures. I'm just saying I'm a coward. Right? Licodon, it's gross. Am I black or white? The body of the person that I'm in is white. I'm also white, but, like, that's beside the point. What we look like does matter. Like, I wouldn't want to be, like, coming across as something else. I'd be like, oh my god, why is your voice so low? Because I'm speaking in our lower register. Like, the body, like, you've heard us sing, right? Like, we have a lot of range, so I'm just speaking in our lower register, because that's comfortable for me. Let's hit your head onto the floor when you're little and Dennis walked out. Kids do that. That's kids. Kids are like, I don't know. They just like walk it off. It's amazing. Yeah. I'm not dissatisfied with this situation. Not Nyx in my head going, how did you fucking do that so fast? So I could understand why, like, you're thinking I might, I don't know, maybe sound...
I got this new anime plot. Basically, there's this high school
It's
girl
bouncing like
except
tennis
she's
balls.
huge.
Most useless question.
I mean, some
Not
serious
useless?
hunk.
I mean,
A real
for,
setup
like,
of
because
donkey.
our skin...
Packing some Dobon Honkeros.
Oh, we've got the Dobong Honkaro thing going on.
What happens next? Transfer student shows up one day with even bigger Bonhanaga hoogs. Humongous Hungalonga no no Loganga. Breakfast!
Breakfast. Onga longa nona no gongas. I don't know what it's from, but at some point in time, Nyx, I guess, was referencing it or making jokes about it, and she couldn't say it. Like, she couldn't actually get through it, so then she added it as a sound effect, and then that's, like, literally been a sound effect here forever. So, yeah, the Hunga Longa Nona no Gongas is just a sound effect that you'll hear from time to time on the channel. Well, they're not, and that's very sad. But they are immune. They do recover from injuries fairly well, so to speak, in terms of their ability to both deal with the situation and overcome it. Kids are pretty resilient, which, I mean, some people take advantage of, and that's really sad. Okay. I like this a lot. Looking good. I don't hate it. Beautiful. Mares, you dotes and does, you dotes and little lambs, you'd ivy, a kiddly divey too, wouldn't you? Hello, Mr. Case Claiborne. You've just been falling down the wall. That's amazing. It's too many stories to tell, and all the interesting ones include gore. I mean, generally speaking, don't tell any stories that are gonna end up getting the channel banned, right? Or you banned. That'd be bad too. Oh, you're in Chimney. Oh, you're still climbing Chimney. Yeah, enjoy your vultures. Nyx is like, that's why when I say that I'm oh, you're going down. Oh, I like this. I'm happy with this. 9 plus 10. I'm Jared, I'm 19. I can't fucking read. Am I Santa? Santa? Did I say ho 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 somewhere along here? What? You had the biggest cut that covered your whole knee? Oh, okay. What am I doing? I'm doing art. Well, I was doing art. I'm gonna actually stop doing art, and I think Nyx is gonna play some Rain World. But I got the sketches done, which is good. That's what we wanted to get done. Bruh? Bro, what? It's an old meme! It's an old meme, but it still checks out. LARP Kaisen? Fuck. I'm just reading chat now. I'm gonna switch out with Nyx. Give me a hot second here. Turn off the music? Turn off the music. Music off.